All right, let's talk about something that trips up pretty much everyone in software, from juniors all the way up to seniors. What is the actual difference between smoke testing and sanity testing? Let's figure this out.
The whole idea for this came from a Reddit post that just perfectly captured the confusion. It's a question you see pop up all the time because, let's be honest, the answers you find online can be super confusing and sometimes they even contradict each other.
So if you've ever scratched your head over this, I promise you are not alone. In the next few minutes, we are going to put the pieces together and give you a simple, practical way to think about these tests.
Okay, so before we get into the messy reality of it all, let's just start with the basics. What are the official, by-the-book definitions? You know, how it's supposed to work in a perfect world?
First up, smoke testing. So the official idea here is that it's a really basic initial check on a brand new build. You're not trying to find every little bug. You're just asking one simple question. Is this thing stable enough for us to even bother doing more testing on it? And the name is actually pretty cool. It comes from old school hardware testing. You'd power on a brand new circuit board, and if it didn't, well, literally start smoking, it passed that first check. It's a great visual, right? Which leads us to this perfect, simple explanation from that Reddit thread. Smoke, plug the thing, and let's see if it catches on fire. I mean, you really can't get any clearer than that. It's simple and it's effective. Okay, so that's smoke testing. Now, what about sanity testing? This one's different. It's way more focused. It happens after you've made a small change or fixed a bug. The whole point is to make sure that 1, your fix actually worked, and 2, you didn't accidentally break something else in the process.
And of course, Reddit comes through again with another fantastic analogy. Sanity, I have added new things. Let's see if you've gone mad. It's just a great, funny way to remember what it's for.
So the definitions seem pretty clear, don't they? Smoke is broad, sanity is narrow. So why is everyone so confused? Well, this is where we get to what one person on the thread called QSA's dirty little secret.
I mean, think about it. If the definitions are that straightforward, why are we even having this conversation? Why do teams everywhere still argue about this?
And here it is, the big secret. There's really no standardization. That's the whole problem. As this person pointed out, every company, and sometimes even different teams in the same company, just makes up their own rules. And that's why, in the real world, you'll hear all these terms thrown around almost interchangeably. Smoke test, sanity test, acceptance test, build verification test. A lot of the time, people are just using them to mean a quick check to see if the new build is okay. Okay, so if the names are basically useless, how are we supposed to think about this? Well, the trick is to stop focusing on the label and start focusing on the function. What is the test actually doing? All right, this table here is basically your cheat sheet. Let's just break it down. The really important part is right at the top, purpose and scope. Smoke testing is broad. It's a quick, shallow check of the whole system. Think of it like a general health check. Sanity testing, on the other hand, is narrow and a bit deeper. It's laser-focused on one recent change. And then look down at who does it. See, smoke tests are usually automated because they're repetitive. They check the same critical stuff every single time. But sanity tests, they're often done manually because they're a quick one-time check on something new. Honestly, if you remember that difference, you're golden, no matter what people call them. You know, we can boil this down even further. A smoke test is basically asking, hey, is the whole product okay? A sanity test is asking, did that one tiny thing I just changed work like it's supposed to? And this flowchart really helps picture where they fit in. See, the smoke test is that first gatekeeper for a brand new, potentially broken build. It decides if we even move forward. The sanity test, that comes later. It's for builds we already think are pretty stable, just to double-check a recent fix. So, after all that, what's the big takeaway here? It's actually really simple. Stop worrying about the names. Seriously. Focus on what the test actually does and the value it brings to your team. Because look, at the end of the day, this isn't about winning a debate over definitions. The whole point is to save time, right? To stop your team from wasting hours testing something that's fundamentally broken. It's all about building confidence in what you're building. So here's what you should actually do. Step 1, figure out what the absolute must-work critical parts of your application are. Step 2, put together a really quick set of tests to make sure they work. And step 3, this is the most important part, call it whatever you want. Call it the "is it on fire" test. As long as your whole team knows what it means, you're good. And that really leaves us with one final thought. What if we've been asking the wrong question all along? Instead of asking, is this a smoke test or a sanity test? Maybe the only question we should be asking is, does this test save us time and build our confidence? Because really, that's all that matters. Thanks for tuning in.